Hey guys, welcome to the fourth set of the Cottercup. In the upper right hand corner we have Fagerlund starting as the purple protoss. He's going to be representing the Royal University of Stockholm, so good luck to them. And at the 530 position we have, I'm just going to call him Just Sky, as that off-color zerg color that I don't like. Yeah, just going to call him Sky. And this is the fourth set of the Cottercup between Peking University and the Royal University of Technology in Stockholm, Sweden. Hope you guys enjoy this. This is going to be on Telcross. Let me go ahead and do a map reveal, which I almost feel like favors Zerg a little bit, not because of statistically I believe it's just about even, but whenever you have a nice muter harass for the secondary, specifically and over additional expansions, mutalisks are pretty highly favored, and you can always like turn it around. At least early game, it tends not to favor Zerg just because it's hard to go 12 hatch, because you can't end up with proxy cannons on your front door, just one pylon blockade, things like that. But towards the mid-game, I feel like the mid-game favors Zerg. Whereas late-game, it's kind of a mishmash. Depends on who ends up in good unit positioning, because unit positioning is really the name of this game. You only have certain areas. Usually you've, big wide open areas, and you just have a certain map artifacts, or you'll have hills to climb up of. Where here, it's only got certain lanes that you can get across. So if you can keep an eye on your enemy's troops, if you can outmaneuver him, you will end up winning the game. So, and this is good. Wow, proxy tech from Lund here. We'll see what it's going to be. He needs to be very careful because there is an overlord heading directly his direction. Let's see if he can execute this rather quickly. If he did one gate, it made it look like he was going one gate tech and went two gate tech, I could see this being very successful. Otherwise, we'll see what he's up to. It looks like, yeah, there's one gateway. It looks like he is going to go for two gateways at a proxy location. Unfortunately, he has not, in fact, scouted his opponent, so it's going to be at the furthest possible point now from his opponent. Let's see what his opponent decides to do. It looks like, oh, this is going to be bad news, because this is looks like this is an overpool. So he's going to have plenty of Zerglings to fend this off. I feel like Overpool is one of the really good scenarios to fight this off, actually, and he's at cross-distance position, so he should end up in a pretty good economic position, and I think he, with any good deal of micro, he should be able to fend off the Zealots. Looks like he's producing a couple Zerglings now. If he decides to bypass it altogether and go for the Nexus, he could just wipe out Lund that way as well. So anyway, we'll see how it works out. Looks like he's finally scouting now. Now he's got to be like, furthest possible point on the map. Look at that. I guess you could, if you could somehow get gateways up there, that would be even worse. But 4 Zerglings coming out. Probe Scout immediately getting wiped out. And let's see the Zerglings. If they just go straight up, they're, wow. This could be devastating for Lund. Let's see if he can do a little bit of footwork here with this probe, because he needs to keep those Zerglings away from his spawn, because the Overlord's right there. Wow, it's not even pushing in. It's not seeing that that base is completely undefended. Additional Zerglings produced. The Zealots moving in, and let's see if these Zealots are going to manage to occupy these Zerglings for long enough, or if the Zerglings are just going to... it looks like they're just going to go for the main. Lund is in a lot of trouble. There's a second pylon. He really needed a forge and maybe a cannon or something. The one thing is if the Zealots go unopposed into Sky's base, Zealots are much harder units against drones than Zerglings are against probes, so in theory, without speed, and it doesn't look like speed is being upgraded, he could have a very hard time fighting off, or he could end up getting wiped out, whereas Lund can just kind of keep walking in with the Zealot, and it looks like he is going to be able to disturb a bit of this mining thing. It looks like a Sunken colony going up, so he's going to start off in the really back position. The Zerglings running in now, trying to attack the probes here. Let's see how much success they have. So both players harassing each other's economy. Second Zealot running up. It doesn't look like it's going to be able to get the Sunken colony down, but more Zealots trying to stream in. The Zerglings look like they're going to work. It looks like they've got a couple kills already, and they're in a really good position where it's the equal fanning. If you're going to fight them off with probes, either you want to be in that concentrated bunch like that, or you want to be in kind of a better, wider spread. So looks like Lund's economy is bleeding, and I think he's going to end up losing this game as a result. Looks like that second hatchery out, at the natural secondary has been cancelled. Another hatchery placed inside the spawn, and he can just go all in lings at this stage, and he should be able to win. More Zealot. Looks like one Zealot coming up to try to back things up, but yeah, I got to feel like Lund is in a very, very bad position. And 2 Zealots just kind of hanging out. Looks like he is going to gather up the Zealots for another attack. Finally able to clean up the lings at his spawn, but he's got a lot of work cut out for him. It looks like he's got 5 Zealots running out, or I'm sorry, 5 Zerglings running out here, doing a pretty good job of concentrating his attack route. More Zelt, and he's just got to do it with a bunch of Zelts and a bunch of micro at this stage. Let's see what he can pull off. He did manage to keep more of his probes alive. The two Zelts looks like they're just hanging out at the perimeter. I think the best option might be just to take that gas down. But more Zerglings spawning here. More Zealots taking free hits in retreat, and both these Zealots very weak. Probably going to get taken out. I've got to say, Sky looks like he's got this game, and I do believe that... I'm trying to remember what the score is. I believe the score is 2 in favor of the University of Beijing. So I think it'll end up winning. That will win the match. We'll see. And I'll try to take a look at that in between, maybe right at the end, and give you guys an announcement towards that regard. Keep in mind though, right after tech to layer, and honestly, this is I definitely got to give this game to Sky. As long as Sky doesn't do something incredibly crazy, he's going to end up taking this. It's just, I feel bad for Lund, just proxy gateways at the furthest possible location. I think that's going to end up costing in this game. 2 Zerglings isolating on 1 probe, still managing to kill probes here and there. More Zerglings flooding through. He's going to be able to get Mutalisks out, and first of all, Lund isn't going to have the economy to do anything against it. I mean, maybe he'll be able to get a forge down, but aside from that, his economy's been so harassed, his Zealots have been so ineffective that he really hasn't been able to accomplish anything. Usually one base toss loses to one base, or wins against one base Zerg, but when you just can't defend anything, it's just a bad situation. I think Lund is going to have to GG right here. He's just got too many Zerglings. They're probably going to be able to take out his Nexus as well as all of his probes. And just the last 3 Zealots will not win this game for Lund. So I believe that is going to be, and I think it's Beijing that is in fact up 2-1. So I think they will end up, taking the match overall. So there's that Nexus getting knocked down. And I believe that is a win for Beijing. Congratulations to them. They will be advancing, I believe, to play Princeton in the finals. So I hope you guys enjoyed it nevertheless. And right after this, I'll have the EG versus X games that I dueled with Psionic and Future on Violet Tech. Hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you for listening.